all four home nations are live on Sky Sports. Former England and Lions centre Will Greenwood joins me now in the studio. Great to see you, Will. And you know, it's so much to talk about, and you know, it's great to have you back in. Obviously, let's look at England first, and it's the Wallabies. 3 tests, starts on Saturday morning. But of course, Six Nations didn't go to plan. Then that defeat to the Barbars. So can you try and kind of give us the significance of what this series will mean for Eddie Jones and the team?
So you can sort of take it in two separates. For Eddie Jones, I mean, his job's on the line.
Yeah.
You know, disappointing Six Nations results. You go to Australia. I think the reality with the support he has from the RFU and Bill Sweeney, just come away with 1 win from 3 and he'll set sail for the world. Come away with 0 wins, which is eminently possible. And this debate continues to rage, and therefore we stop focusing on the stuff that really matters, which is what's going on in the field. Instability in sport is a killer for any team, both on and off the pitch. So it is huge, and it was such a long way from where they were in 2016, when Eddie came in post World Cup disaster in 2015. Grand Slam first one in 13 years, went to Australia. James Haskell's tackle on Hooper, 3-0 series, whitewash, extraordinary set of results. World Cup final 2019. Of course, and so it's just how the mighty have fallen, and England are desperate. The supporters are desperate. More importantly, in a World Cup run, the players are desperate. Just like the England cricketers have turned around under Brendan McCullum, to give the confidence to, like Bairstow, just go hit it. Danny Kerr, just go play. Billy Vunipola coming back, characters like that. So it is a huge test series for all 4 home nations. In the reality of potential future instability of all the 4 home nations, England are being scrutinised the most because of the epically poor run they've had in the last 2 years.
Let's talk about some specific players. Owen Farrell, do you expect him to resume as captain? And also likely to be a midfield partnership, Farrell and Marcus Smith. What do you make of that?
Question 1, I don't think he'll be captain. I think I'll stick with Courtney Lawes, who was his Six Nations captain. That's also what we're sort of just whispers. Whispers and rumours out of the camp is where Eddie might go. But we've been wrong many times before when it comes to Eddie Jones selections. And if Owen Farrell and Marcus Smith don't pair up, then blow me down with a pea shooter. Because I don't... The reality is I'm not sure where else Eddie knows where to go. I think the future at 12, actually, is on tour. I think he's fabulous from Northampton, a young chap called Fraser Dingwall. But the reality, when there's a crisis, Eddie's always sort of gone to Owen Farrell. Clutch kicker. He'll have to play at 12 because Marcus Smith won't operate at 12. My view is it's or, not and. Eddie sees it as and, not or. He'll play them both. Who partners them in the midfield? Probably Joe Marchant, who's had a good run of form under Eddie. But in terms of other positions, I mean, people say like, oh, what there is. I mean, this is where England are. No one can name the team. So you go to the French team and they roll off the tongue. You talk about Ontamac and Dupont and Aldrit at 8. We're not here to talk about France, but they literally Bakatawa, Fiku, Donty.
Contrasting situations.
The names
roll. Of the team.
Exactly that. The South Africa team that are playing Wales. You're like, oh my God, can I name them? Yes, you can. It's virtually the same team that played in the World Cup final in 2019. It's an evolution rather. With England, I mean, it's throw the dice up in the air, see where they land. We really don't know. And the really interesting thing is Eddie ditched Danny Kerr 2018, might have been 2019 against Japan, 2018. He ditched Billy and and he brings them back, and they're under pressure. If it goes wrong, how much loyalty have they got to him? And do they go, well, he's going to go? You know, it's an extraordinary test series, and Australia will be lying in wait. Dave Rennie, the coach, won't get involved in the verbal joustings that Cheika got involved in 2016. Much calmer. Quade Cooper might be out there, which is great. They've been mentoring each other. They've been Instagramming each other, DMing. I mean, what a great way. In my day, it's like you had to send a pigeon to try and communicate with a fly half. I mean, the pigeon would fly a long way to get to New Zealand. You couldn't communicate with your heroes. And now Marcus Smith's just saying how you playing your game with Craig. I think it's fabulous. Learn it all, not know it all. So Saturday morning, and England, Australia on second. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful test series with a real bit of edge for all concerned. Because England are 8 out of 8, by the way, on a trot of 8 out of 8 against Australia. So Australia have a few questions to answer.